So, hello and welcome to Makeupity. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, today we're going to get into a makeup look that is going to look incomplete, but I do have pictures at the end. So, what had happened was I got in the middle of, I got to the point of, after foundation, after contour. Okay, so the only thing that I was actually missing was, by the way, this is moisturizer. And I have two types of moisturizer that I am applying here. So back to the end. So I got to the contour and I did not get to my lip wear and I did not get to my liner and lashes. But I do believe I got everything else completed. I used a finishing spray today. So there was two types of lipstick and a lip gloss. Then this is still moisturizer. Then there was my liquid magnetic eyeliner for my magnetic lashes, and that didn't get on the video, and my finishing spray didn't get on the video. I believe everything else got on the video. So I'm having some storage issues. And so I thought I had it taken care of, actually. I guess you always do until I just cut off filming, and I didn't realize it. So I had gone a little bit further before I realized that I ran out somewhere. So that's what happened with that, but I will have a few nice pictures to show at the end. So now I'm getting ready for the eyebrow application. And what I do is just use one of my brown eyeshadows. And this little brush right here, I really love this brush. I don't know where I got it or even when I got it. But I love that brush for my eyebrows. And some days I put on a darker brown. And some days I put on a lighter, like a rust color brown. And then some days I mix the two together. So I'll kind of do a foundation line with the dark color. And then I'll go back in with the rust color, in the middle there, like where I'm blending right there. That'll be like the more rust color. And I like that one because that one seems to kind of match or coordinate with my hair colors. And I like the way that tends to look. The only thing is sometimes I can't get my eyebrows to look even enough like I can with the darker color. So that's the difference on that. Why sometimes I'll choose to wear the darker brown over the lighter brown. Also, sometimes it just has to do with what I'm wearing or if I'm going out at night versus putting on just a regular daytime look. So this was going to be a regular daytime look. And so yeah, I'm just doing what I feel. And then when you see me looking over off to the side of me, that is because I was looking at a Netflix movie. I was entertaining myself with a Netflix movie. So right now, a movie called Mea Culpa is, I think it might be #1 on Netflix. So yeah, I was having me a grand old time, putting on my makeup and looking at Mea Culpa, and it was pretty good. I heard mixed reviews about it, and so I said, okay, well, I'll just be the judge. I'll look at it for myself and see what I think about it. And I actually did think it was a pretty good movie. For me, it was giving like Lifetime at night. It had some pretty spicy scenes in it. But yeah, it was kind of like a spicy Lifetime movie. I would give it I wouldn't give it like box office theater, but I would definitely give it a real good Netflix movie, a good Lifetime movie. I would recommend it. So here I'm doing my eyebrows, and I was proud of myself because I was able to adjust the camera where you could see me. I didn't have to turn off to the side like sometimes I do. And so everything could be really seen nice and easily. So I was happy about how I adjusted the camera on the stand to make that happen. Now I'm using my back camera. When I use my front camera, everything comes out a little bit different. The picture comes out a little bit different, but I feel like my back camera is more of a little bit more of a true picture. I'm still not crazy about the lighting, but I'm not sure what will actually make that better. I may have to just continue to play with the lighting in the bathroom, the lighting on my tripod. Eventually I'll get a better tripod. I like this one though because it is the tabletop version, and I'm able to just put it right up on the countertop, and it holds my phone, and it has decent lighting. So there are some things I'm happy about with that tripod. I'll just have to continue to play with the lighting and see if I can either get the lighting right in the restroom, like I said, or get a better quality tripod. Okay, so I've just about got these eyebrows filled in, lined up, and cleaned up to my satisfaction. Now, somebody once told me that with eyebrows, you have to give them some grace. More times than not, they are sisters versus twins. So we want our eyebrows to be twins, right? I want my eyebrow on my left to look just like my eyebrow on the right, and vice versa. And it would be lovely if I could always get that to happen. But for some reason, especially freehand, like I tend to do, I just can't always make that happen. But when I think about the sisters versus twins eyebrow theory, it does make me feel a little bit better. And I'm able to go on and realize that I don't have hours to get these brows right. All right, so now I'm going on to my crease color, and I'm using the color that I use most often. This is a Juvia's Place palette, and I'm using the what is this color? I don't know the name of the color, but I'm using the color that is the burnt orange brown. It's brown, but it's the closest brown to an orange that I have, and it's also the one that I sometimes use on my brows. So really getting in that crease really good. And it's perfectly fine with me for it to not be perfect right now, because there's gonna be a couple ways for me to smooth this out and get it perfect as I go. Or I would say perfect for me. So now I'm going in with my eyelid color. And I believe I was using a pink to mauve color there on my eyelid. So I'll go ahead and go into both of the eyelids while I'm doing that. Okay, so just continuing to smooth that eyelid color and get what I hope will be an even distribution. I'm still looking over there at the movie. By now the movie's probably getting good. I tried to just listen to it for the most part. But sometimes it was pretty juicy. So sometimes I had to look and see what was going on. Alrighty. So now I'm going in. Now that color, that was a tan color, and why it's coming out looking so bright, like a underbrow color, I don't know. It looks very bright for the color that it actually is. So now I'm going in with a sparkly, shimmery, sort of a baby yellow color. And let's see. So I have Juvia's Place and I have Color Pop. So this is actually colors from 3 different shadow palettes on my face. So I have 2 different shadow palettes from Color Pop. And those are sold in Ulta. I don't know where else they're sold, but the Color Pop palettes came from Ulta. And then the Juvia's Place palette may have also come from Ulta, but that one was a gift. Okay, so I'm just going in. I've done the under eyebrow, the baby shimmery yellow. So I'm going into the inner corner of my eyes with that same baby yellow shimmery. And I really like that for my eye highlight color. It's not giving quite as much contrast as I wanted it to give. So when I get done with this, I'm going to go in with a shimmery white. And so it has the amount of pop that I want it to have right in the eye crease. And that's the eye crease that's closest to the nose. Okay. So it looks like before I do my accent color, I'm going to smooth. Okay, so just smoothing and blending. The terminology is more so blending. And then going back in with my crease color just to, number one, sort of knock away some of the dust from the other colors. And then number two, just to go ahead and etch that crease color back in and make it more defined. Alrighty, so now I'm going back in with the shimmery white, and that's what I was saying was going to give me a little bit more of a pop, because the shimmery yellow just wasn't quite giving what I wanted to give by itself. All right, so I'm going to go in with my little blender brush and blend that in. Okay. All right, so here I'm going in with my concealer. And what I'm going to say about this concealer, I usually do it under the eye right down the center of my nose. And then I go ahead and run it over to the outer portion of my eye, right under my eye makeup. And that gives a very definite end to my eye makeup. So I drag it all the way into like an upswing, which is the way that I like to wear my eyeliner. So I kind of just drag it all the way over. I think I'm about to do it here. Yep. Drag it all the way and go ahead and create that cat eye look. Yep, and that's the way that goes. Then I'll do that for the other eye. Now this is a new concealer for me, and it is quite a little goes a long way. I'll put it like that. So I'm still learning how much to use. So tomorrow's application won't be nearly as much. Yesterday was entirely too much. Today was a little better, and tomorrow hopefully I'll be able to get it just right. I'm going to try to use as little as possible tomorrow and see if I can just get a very little bit to do what I need it to do, because this is entirely too much concealer. Entirely too much. So that's a bit much concealer. But anyway, gonna make the best out of it and go ahead and go in with my liquid foundation. And I'm so glad that I learned that there was a liquid foundation brush, because before I used to always just use a pink sponge, and it was fine, but then again it wasn't fine, because once I got a hold to that brush and I learned how convenient it is, how easy it is to use, I really love doing my foundation. I really love applying my foundation with the foundation brush versus the sponge. So I am very happy that I found out about the foundation brush. So just blending there. It seems to be so much easier to blend and get like nice even coverage with the brush. It feels less like you're pulling and tugging on your face. So just continuing to blend by the nose. I try not to disturb my concealer too much. But it obviously can't stay like this. So I'm gonna go in with what I like to call my concealer brush. And I'm going to give it a nice blending. And I feel like that's much better, much better. So now I'm going in with my contour. This is my medium contour. Then of course I have my highlighter. Once I've gotten that contour applied, then what I like to do, because I like that brush so well, I'll flip the brush over and dip into my highlighter, and then I'll just go ahead and apply my highlighter with that same brush, but just on the opposite side. Still applying the contour to hitting a few areas. So there I'm coming in with that contour. I'm sorry, with the highlighter from the contour palette. And actually, the highlight from that palette ran out. I absolutely loved it, but it did run out. And I replaced the highlighter with a different brand. But there's still so much of the colors of contour. That's the lighter color contour. I do have a darker color contour that I use also for going out at night. So that is that on that. See how that ran out? It just stopped. It just stopped on me. So I'm going to add the pictures here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. And also, if you have not done so, please like and subscribe to the Makeupity channel. Bye-bye.